The efforts of the Korean entertainment industry to make their singers, actors, and dancers look like the epitome of perfection have paid off well. Since a vast majority of the interviews and variety shows are scripted, there's hardly any chance of things going south in a Korean celebrity interview. But there's times when you just can't protect yourself from a slip-off. And these awkward interviews that we have collected for you are surely going to give you some serious secondhand embarrassment. Jeon Do-yeon on Yoo Jae-suk's show. In her appearance on Yoo Jae-suk's show Pingyego, actress Jeon Do-yeon managed to make sure that the interview became the most uncomfortable and embarrassing one for nation's MC Yoo Jae-suk. Although Yoo Jae-suk greeted her warmly, Jeon Do-yeon did not reciprocate his enthusiasm. She later explained that their relationship was never close, which left her feeling uneasy. Yoo Jae-suk's one-sided attempt at forming a best friend dynamic added a super awkward element to the episode, and thus the interview gained millions of views in no time. During a subsequent press interview for her film Revolver, Jeon Do-yeon candidly discussed her discomfort on Pingyego. Comparing her experience to another show, Yojong Jae-hyung, she expressed that while she felt at ease on Yojong Jae-hyung, her time on Pingyego was uncomfortable. Jeon Do-yeon stated that she struggled with reacting appropriately on Yoo Jae-suk's show and didn't appreciate how much effort he put into their interactions, finding it all too overwhelming. Jeon Do-yeon also addressed her relationship with Yoo Jae-suk, emphasizing that they were merely university classmates who had no personal conversations. She downplayed any closeness between them, stating, "How long do I have to explain my relationship with Yoo Jae-suk? We were just university classmates." Her remarks sparked mixed reactions among viewers. Some appreciated her straightforwardness, finding her honest interactions with Yoo Jae-suk refreshing. They noted that the difference in their personalities added a layer of entertainment, highlighting why they hadn't grown closer over the years. On the other hand, some viewers felt Jeon Do-yeon's attitude came off as rude and unsuitable for a variety show setting. The episode of Pingyego left many questioning whether Jeon Do-yeon was intentionally acting distant with Yoo Jae-suk. But as the show progressed, it became clear that she genuinely did not want to be there and was uncomfortable with Yoo Jae-suk's interactions. While promoting a project is a standard part of an actor's job, her discomfort with variety or interview shows suggested that Lim Ji-yeon might have been better suited to promote Revolver alone, as she seemed more eager to engage and enjoy her time with the Pingyego team. Critics also noted Jeon Do-yeon's ongoing remarks about her discomfort, which seemed to indirectly blame Yoo Jae-suk's interviewing approach for her aloof behavior. By repeatedly emphasizing that he was just a classmate and that they aren't friends, Jeon Do-yeon made it sound as though Yoo Jae-suk had overstepped some boundaries, contributing to her lack of engagement. Some argued that if this were the case, she could have requested that the interview be halted and not aired. Yoo Jae-suk and his team likely would have respected such a request, especially since they do not receive payment for PR appearances and have other guests willing to fill episodes to maintain their YouTube schedule uninterrupted. G-idol Shuhwa's MMTG interview. Not only was she just plain embarrassing in this video, but Shuhwa had no business being unnecessarily rude as well. When G-idol's Shuhwa appeared on the MMTG YouTube channel with her group to promote their release, Queen Card, her behavior quickly raised eyebrows. From the start of the interview, Shuhwa responded to the host's questions in plain Korean without using honorifics, which is typically expected in formal settings. Her dismissive attitude was further highlighted when asked about a past social media post, to which she curtly replied, "What do you want me to do?" Throughout the segment, Shuhwa's demeanor remained uncooperative and dismissive. When the host invited her to showcase facial expressions associated with teen movies like Twilight, Shuhwa bluntly declined, saying, "I don't like these types of requests." The host, visibly unfazed, swiftly moved on to other questions. After the segment aired, Shuhwa's behavior sparked mixed reactions. Some viewers expressed discomfort, with one commenting, "I like her chaotic energy, but her lack of manners is a different issue. Her continuously using plain words and commandeering tone was a little unsophisticated and uncomfortable." Another viewer noted, "I just watched it without thinking about it, but I think it could be uncomfortable if you're not a fan." While some defended Shuhwa, pointing out her status as a foreigner, it was evident that the other foreign members, Minnie from Thailand and Yuki from China, adhered to the expected etiquette by using honorifics and engaging positively with the host. Meanwhile, the host was praised for her professionalism in handling the interview despite Shuhwa's unnecessarily rude behavior. Blackpink's Rose at Golden Disc Awards. Moving on, we have more idols on this list. Now, thanking the wrong award show seems to be pretty common amongst Korean celebrities because this is something that has been caught many times on the camera. One time at the post-interview of Golden Disc Awards, Blackpink's Rose thanked Gayo Daejin for their amazing award. From the slow realization to the interviewer just standing there, everything about this post-award show interview is just not it. Secondly, ITZY's Yeji also made a similar mistake once. While her own reaction to the mistake was actually pretty composed, her members' reactions were just so exaggerated that it doesn't fail to make us cringe every time we watch it. They did not have to disown their leader within just a few seconds on stage. T. Era's first US interview. K-pop idols giving interviews in foreign countries? Oh, you just knew this had to make the list. It's a recipe for cringe-worthy moments. Either the idols struggle to navigate the awkwardness with nervous laughter, or the interviewers, woefully underprepared, ask painfully irrelevant or ignorant questions about K-pop and the group standing right in front of them. There's no middle ground. Take Tiara's first US appearance as Tiara N4, for example. It was far from smooth sailing, and the fault wasn't all Danny's. In their 7-minute interview, half the time the members were left standing awkwardly, nervously giggling into the mic as the interviewer fumbled through his questions, clearly clueless about who he was talking to. The awkwardness was just like a silent train wreck you couldn't look away from. BTS on The Ellen Show. There are plenty of BTS interviews in the West that could easily make this list, but we're zooming in on their appearance on The Ellen Show. If there's one interview that will have you cringing so hard you'll want to disappear, it's this one. While cultural exchanges are generally wonderful, Korean variety shows and American talk shows operate on completely different wavelengths. Korean variety shows are all about high-energy fun, lighthearted antics, and engaging both the guests and the audience. Whereas American shows like Ellen's focus on chit-chatting. The most embarrassing and cringy part of BTS's interview with Ellen remains when they were asked about hooking up with armies. While Namjoon gave a painfully cringe answer saying that they were hooking up with armies even right now, Taehyung straight up replied not, which was, well, awkward. And of course, Ellen is known for pushing the boundaries of comfort, often prying into her guests' personal lives or setting up awkward situations, like the time she pressured Mariah Carey into revealing her pregnancy on air when Mariah had every reason for keeping it private. And not long after, she had a miscarriage. The BTS interview was no different, with Ellen's probing questions adding to the uncomfortable atmosphere. Super M on Ellen. Super M's interview with Ellen is definitely in our Cringe Hall of Fame. In this interview, Mark ended up handling most of the translating, and Kai later revealed that he found it really boring because Ellen focused more on their dating lives than on their music. Kai had come prepared with a stack of notes, but the interview mainly revolved around questions about their relationship status, awkward laughter, and Ellen asking Kai to demonstrate what jopping means. These interviews are often cringe-worthy due to language barriers and the numerous restrictions placed on K-pop idols, making it impossible for them to connect naturally in such environments. And that's all for today. Do you have any personal favorites that give you secondhand embarrassment, or would you like to choose one from the video? Drop your choice in the comments box below. As always, do not forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Annyeong, and see you all in the next one.